What is going on, guys? It's Gospel Gamer here and we are back on Chaos Child. We are still sorting out the school festival. I believe that we are going to be meeting Watabe today to do that interview. So let's continue. Hiroko Tashita was working a part-time job as a grocery store cash register. Her husband was always out working late, but he didn't actually make any money. His airheaded personality meant that he was perennially stuck in lower management. Her son was in college and spent all his time playing. She was spending a lot of money to send him there, but he'd grown into a selfish boy who constantly demanded cars and trips. Of course, their budget was always stretched out to the limit. They hadn't built up any kind of savings. They lived in Shibuya, true, but she had to live with her in-laws, which didn't make things easy at all. The idea of going to lunch with her friends from the neighbourhood seemed as remote as the fiction she saw paraded in the news every night. This is going to be another murder, isn't it? She wanted an easier life. Lately she'd been all sighs. Yesterday she actually sighed at work and got on a warning from her boss. What? What? Fucking warning for sighing? Jesus. The store where she worked was in Meiji Road, about a 5-minute walk from Shibuya. The lunchtime rush had ended and things were calming down. She wanted to take a little break, but it wasn't break time yet. That would be 3,927 yen. The woman in front of her, who was taking out a wallet, was one she'd seen several times before. She wore fancy clothes, had a slender, attractive body. Her makeup was perfect too, even when she was only shopping at a supermarket. She must live in a different world. Maybe she's what they call a celebrity wife. The woman seemed very anxious as she waited for her to finish. Tashita hadn't hand over her change yet. She already lifted up her shopping basket. What was bothering so much? Was she feeling sick? She did seem a little pale. Tashita wondered about her, but they didn't have enough of a relationship that she felt comfortable asking. She handed her a receipt and her change, and then the woman quickly left. Tashita greeted the next customer, and then gasped. It was a man. And he was wearing a mask. The mask of the same design as those things they called sumo stickers. She'd heard about the stickers on the news several days ago. She'd learned that they were popular in Shibuya and nowhere else. She'd seen them several times on her way to and from work. It was a disgusting design, and the idea of Shibuya being overrun with these things made her sick. And this man was wearing a mask with the same design. That meant she couldn't see his face. His clothes were completely normal. They weren't particularly filthy. He didn't look like a pervert or a crazy man. But that made it even strange that they'd be wearing a mask to hide his face, and one so poorly constructed that it was obviously handmade. Was this why the last customer had seemed so anxious? The man was standing completely still. He didn't say anything to Tashita. And then she realised that she'd been staring at his face for quite a long time. I'm sorry, welcome. She looked inside his shopping basket. It was filled with several bowls of instant ramen in a single 2-litre. That would be 4,378 yen. And she gave him the total. She happened to see the customers in the other lanes. This time, she was struck completely silent. It wasn't just her register. Every single register had a customer wearing a mask. There were so many of them, and they were all standing silently. There were already 10 people lined up at her register, and all of them wearing sumo suit sticker masks. The store never got this busy, even at lunchtime on a Saturday. The only thing the people in the masks had in common was that they were men. They all wore different clothes. A tall man in a sweatshirt, a fat middle-aged man in running clothes, a well-built man in a sweater, and so on and so on. Not all of them looked like they had steady jobs, but not all of them looked like they were unemployed. And not one of them said a word. They just stood there in line, masks on their head and baskets in their hands. The noisy supermarket suddenly fell silent. All the other employees and customers stared at the men in the masks, eyes wide. On my way to the student council room, I remember that I'd been planning to get a mountain view and headed back to the vending machines. Only caffeine and carbonation, combined with the mightiest of drinks, can slake my thirst. Oh, I found you! Just as I was about to put on my coin in the slot, I heard a voice I recognised. I know? Weren't you helping one of the classes that didn't have enough people? That's right, please come help me! She grabbed my hand and yanked me forwards. Wait, just moved a bunch of stuff. I'm too busy to listen to them right now. You're the only one I can count on. Oh, I found you. I heard the exact same phrase I'd heard a moment ago. Oh shit, what voice did I give her? Hey there guys. Glad to see you two getting along as well as ever. Huh? Arimura? Yep. You'll die, blah blah blah. I remember the words she said before. It was definitely Arimura who's in front of me now. The one at the murder scene. And the one who'd been talking to a detective about the case. I could feel myself start to sweat. Oh, Arimura, why? I told you not to be self-conscious around me, right, Rika? Oh, Rika, I just gave her my voice, fuck! Your name, Serika, right? You don't like it? Is Seri your final answer then? Oh, what? Is it final, or is it your answer? It's my answer! Good. Then you can call me Hina. Let's all say it loud. 1, 2. Hina! Not good enough, too slow. One more time. Hina! Still a little stiff, but it'll work. Okay, thanks, Seri. Yeah! What's she doing? This wasn't the same Arimura who told me I was going to be killed. This is how she was when she was talking to her classmates. This only made me wonder. Was she planning something? What was she going to do at the Love Hotel that day? Oh, what's wrong, Miyashiro? There's so much passion in your gaze. Oh, no. Have you fallen in love with me? What? What? Taku, have you? No, no. You have to deny it. Just be honest with you. But just so you know, if you fall in love with me, you'll get hurt. It was no good. I couldn't keep up with her energy. So anyway, Seri, I'm borrowing Miyashiro. Huh? Before I could say anything, Arimura wrapped her arm around mine and pulled me away. Hey, Arimura! Adios, gracias, Seri. See you next year. Okay. What is it? Can you let me go? Oh, sorry, I didn't think. She bopped herself on the head and let go of my arm. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what's going on, but she's basically dragging us somewhere, and I've got a bad feeling about this. And then she led me further down the hall, humming as she went. What was she doing? It felt like she was up to something. She must have noticed I wasn't moving because she suddenly turned around. Oh, come on, don't act so scared. It makes me sad. She pretended to cry. How serious is she? I can't tell. Here, right here. Come inside. She pointed to an empty classroom. What was she planning on doing here? But... It's okay, I'm not planning on eating you or anything. No, but... Damn it. In the end, I gave in and went into the classroom. Now then. Do you know why I brought you here? Okay. This is, once again, to do with the Platinum Run. This is your second place that you want to make a save. So I'm going to make a save here. I'm tempted to make a guide for this game, you know, in terms of the best route to actually platinum it. I don't know if there is one out there. I would imagine that there is. There is for a lot of games, but visual novels don't seem to be things that they make guides for. I will double check, and if there isn't, I'll probably make one. So we'll do that. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be cool. It won't include any commentary, really. Just be a straightforward guide. No. Of course not. No idea. That was the only thing I could think of. But seeing the way she acted today, it was hard to believe that it was the same girl. Which is the real her? Maybe... If what I was imagining was the real her, then the reason she brought me here must be... You got such a great voice, Miyashiro. Do I? No one had ever told me that before. I've actually got a voice fetish. Is that a real thing? Genuinely questioning if that's a real thing or not. That was really none of my business. And your voice's quality definitely lives up to my standards. Quality? Does it? Yep, and I'm really into this stuff, so I would know. So I wanted you to read something just for me. Read something? Yeah, it's part of the Literature Club's activities, and you're a perfect guy for it. It was hard to say no after all these compliments. What do you want me to read? Well, it's... Blushing, she took out a notebook. Ta-da, this! It looked like a normal student's handbook. There was nothing on the cover. I flipped it open. I was only on the first page and already I was looking at a whole different world. Two pretty boys drawn in the style of a girl's manga were holding each other, mostly naked. It was drawn in pencil and the illustration wasn't that great. And there was even a dialogue bubble. Pierce me with your Excalibur. This is... I don't understand. Did Aramura draw this? This is my idea when we write stuff in the Lit Club. But having a real boy say these things, that would make it easier for me to visualize, you know? No, I can't. Please, please. I can't. Are you sure? There's no one else I can ask. I have a lot of girlfriends, but I don't really do well around guys. But I can't force you, can I? Aramura. She was really relying on me. I couldn't turn her down. I mean, you could. Alright, just a little. Really, thank you. She smiled happily. Now I had actually talked to her, I realised she was a strange person, but not a bad one. So, what part do I read? Start from the beginning, please. From the beginning. She wants me to read this aloud? With as much emotion as you can muster. As steady as you can make it. Oh my god, fuck's sake. Could I do that? I took a deep breath to calm myself down. Aramura was looking at me with stars in her eyes. It was embarrassing. I couldn't tell her to look away. I guess I'd just have to do it. What the fuck? Pierce me with your Excalibur. Aramura's face went bright red. She started to pant, snort, and bang her head. This was tougher than I thought. Mentally, I didn't know if I could do it. I wanted to get away as soon as possible. That's enough, right? Oh, wait, the next page. Can you read the next page too? The next page. I flipped the page. There's a similar picture and dialogue bubble. Come on. Fucking hell. Melt your ice pop inside of me. Yes, what? Next, please. I give up. Stop it, you big... I'm not even reading that. You big penis freak. Aramura had a look of ecstasy on her face. Her eyes looked like she was on drugs. I wish I was at this point. You're wonderful. You're the sexiest. I can't... And then her whole body started to spasm. A bit of drool dripping from the side of her mouth, but she didn't try to wipe it up. I've never been so excited. Can you do readings for me once in a while from now on? Next time I want to hear something even smuttier. And I'll bring some friends from the Literature Club who are into the same thing. Don't worry, they're all girls. I'm sure they'll fall in love with your voice. It's okay, right? I can't believe that was Yaoi. And that was how my career as a voice actor in gay porn for girls began. Could you imagine if that was like something that really happened to someone? Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel as I upload every day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.